What's happening? What's happening with it? Y'all already know what it is. You tuned in to another episode of Everything Boxing. There you go, talking that boxing again. Yeah. And like always, when you come in the building, make sure that you hit that like button. And jump in the comments. Let me know you're in the building. Let me see who we got up in here. We got my man Jerks in the building. What's happening with it? Gertz in the building. What it do? Jay West in the building. John Kramer. Cortez Bowles. Charles Granger. What's happening with it? Yeah. Cortez Bowles said he in Philly right now. That's what's happening. Yeah. Home of Jerron Boots in this. Shit, Philly got a lot of fighters. Philly got a lot of hitters out there for sure. And we definitely gonna cook today. We got some shit to cook on today. That's for damn sure. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna be in here too long. We gonna cook and we gonna get up out of here. So like I said, hit the like button. I know how they do with these notifications. They send them out very slow. Oh, Mike, what's happening with it? What's good? Dank Father, what's happening with it? Mr. Mechanical, what's popping? Sylvester 2011, what it do? OTB, what's happening with it? Hey, Dank Father, you funny as hell, man. Hey, yeah, but man, it's a lot going on, and we definitely gonna cook on all of it today. You know what I'm talking about? We got Shakur Stevenson this weekend versus Robinson Conceição, and that's gonna be a hell of a fight. We also got we got Keyshawn Davis. You know what I'm saying? We got Keyshawn the business Davis. He gonna be stepping in the ring, making his return, and you know, hey, he talk a whole lot. So I'm waiting for him to show out. You know, like Keyshawn usually do, always do. So them fights is on Friday. So y'all remember that. Them ESPN fights for Shakur and Keyshawn and all them, that's on Friday. It's usually on Saturday, but yeah, it's going down on Friday night. So that's gonna be, you know, waiting to see that. You know, y'all already know I rock with Shakur heavy. He's definitely one of my favorite fighters. And I think Shakur is the next guy in boxing. You know what I'm saying? Shakur, Jerron Ennis. If I had to pick top two guys that are the next, you know, guys that's going to dominate boxing for a long time, I would have to pick them two. What's happening? Jay Simon in the building. My man, boxing matches with Dwayne Freeman off in the building. What's happening with it? Johnny Q. Yeah, so like I said, when y'all come in the building, make sure that you hit the like button. Smash on the like button as you come in the building. King Styles, what's happening with it? And I'm going to get straight into it. You know what I'm saying? I ain't going to waste no time. Because like I said, I don't got no time to be wasting. It's a lot going on, like I said. It's a lot going on. And Shakur Stevenson, he said he got a big announcement to make after his fight. So after he fights Robinson Conceição, Shakur Stevenson got a big announcement to make. And I'm going to tell y'all what that big announcement is. Shakur Stevenson moving up to 135. Bob Arum made it clear a long time ago that he wasn't going to make the fights for Undisputed. I tried to argue with niggas about, well, man, Bob Arum can't stop him from doing Undisputed. Bob Arum ain't got this. Bob Arum can do whatever the fuck he want to do because that's his company. And Shakur Stevenson is signed to Bob Arum. So if Bob Arum come out and say that he's not going to make Undisputed at 130, that's exactly what he going to do. He not doing it. You know what I'm saying? Is it right? No. But Bob Arum is a businessman, and he thinks that those other guys that fight at 130, right, that have titles or other title holders, he can't make no money with Shakur Stevenson fighting them. And if you want me to be true about it, he really can't. Shakur Stevenson versus Gutierrez. You got both of these. You got a guy that's on the, or is his name Gutierrez or his name? I forgot his name. The dude that beat the hell out of Chris Colbert, right? It's not a money fight because you got two different promotional companies. Like I said, they can't make a split pay-per-view with Shakur Stevenson and that dude. It ain't gonna make no money. And then you got the other fighter that what is it? The Japanese fighter. Like they really, it's not no money involved, so Arum ain't gonna make them. He not gonna make those fights. Y'all gotta understand business also, and I understand why he said he wasn't gonna make those fights. Do we want to see the fights? Hell yeah, we want to see those fights. But those fighters are on different promotional companies. Unless the sanctioning bodies come out and they make Shakur Stevenson the mandatory, right? They make Shakur, Cordina got a fight coming up already. But unless the sanctioning bodies come and make Shakur Stevenson the mandatory, I mean, ain't really no way for them to make that fight happen and come out on the green. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, Shakur Stevenson, he about to announce that he gonna move up to 135. So that's what that is. You know, you got his best partner that's already fighting at 135, Keyshawn Davis, and people screaming for Keyshawn Davis to step up and fight a big name soon. You know what I'm saying? They looking like that they got Keyshawn Davis on the fast track. So I'm looking forward to see what Keyshawn Davis do. 135 is gonna be stacked. 135 with or without Devin Haney. You know what I'm saying? That the division is about to be stacked. You got Ryu that just got knocked out. You got the guy that knocked his ass clean out, Santos. He's a problem. 135 got a lot of hitters. You got Frank Martin. You know, Frank Martin didn't really look too impressive to me his last fight, but he's still learning and he's still, you know, he's still dangerous. Dundada says, how's it going to work since Shakur said he'll never fight Keyshawn Davis? Well, the last time I checked, Keyshawn Davis don't have no title at 135. So that's how that's going to work. Sheena, what's going on? Sheena, don't come over here no more. What's happening with it, Sheena? I ain't seen you in a minute. BL says, Key, if Stevenson move up to 135, who's a bigger division, 135 or 147? Right now, to me, it'll be 135. Definitely 135 right now. Yeah, it'll be 135 right now. Let me see. You said Mr. Aggressor said he think Bob gonna sacrifice Shakur. Nah, to Loma. Nah, Lomachenko, he's fighting. He definitely fighting Devin Haney. If Devin Haney take that fight, that's who's gonna be fighting next. Is Lomachenko and Shakur, not Shakur and Loma next. I mean, Lomachenko and Devin Haney are fighting next, not Shakur and Loma. You know what I'm saying? If Loma get past this dude, Jermaine Ortiz, and then Devin Haney gets past Kambosos for a second time, that's the fight that they're going to make. Unless Devin Haney decides to drop all the belts and go to 140. But that's a duck. If Devin Haney goes to 140 without fighting Vasyl Lomachenko, that fight is a duck. Straight up and down. He ducked, you know what I'm saying? I don't care how mad people get or what people say, but I don't see Devin Haney ducking Vasyl Lomachenko. I really don't. I don't see Devin Haney ducking Vasyl Lomachenko. But if he do move up without fighting Vasyl Lomachenko, and Bob Arum and Vasyl Lomachenko trying to make that fight, it's a duck. And I got a lot of reasons to why I'm saying that, but I don't see Devin Haney doing that because, like I said, you only can hold the man by what he's shown you thus far. And what Devin Haney has shown me thus far is that he's willing to take on all the smoke. He wants all the smoke. You know what I'm saying? Now, until he starts changing up, I can't look at him no different. But yeah, and y'all hit the like button as you come in the building. BL, what's happening? Johnny Q, let me see. Road Boy Florida, what's happening with it? Hefe Greedy, the best dad ever, what's happening with it? Yeah, so you know, in the best dad ever, he don't never come over here unless Tank Davis in the title. Hey, motherfucker, the best dad ever, he don't never show up over here unless Gervonta Tank Davis is in the title. He got to see what I'm gonna say about Gervonta Tank Davis. My man, the Gervonta Tank Davis, you know what I'm saying? He the goddamn gatekeeper. And can't nobody get nothing past him with Tank Davis in the title. Hey, what's Smooth Groove? What's happening with it? What it do with it? Smooth Groove straight from that Oak Cliff. Man. A man said, hey, man, this shit popped up. Tank Davis in the title. I got to come in here and see what the fuck he talking about. But yeah. So anyway, you know what I'm saying? Moving along. Kurt McCall, what's happening with it? Moving along. Let's get straight to it, right? Let's get straight to it. Sheena say Loma wants them belts from Haney. Then he'll retire without fighting Tank or anyone else. Watch. I don't agree with that. I mean, I don't agree with that, Sheena, because Loma or nobody from Loma camp has shown any signs that he wants to retire. I don't see him retiring. I really don't. I mean, you could be right, but who knows? I can't say that man gonna retire when he haven't never spoke about retiring. You feel me? Nah, I'm just playing. I'm just fucking with you, best dad. Sheena say, do I go live the same time every day? You know what time I go live, Sheena. Queen, you know what time I go live. I go live around the same time every day. But you know, it is what it is. You know, I don't see Lomachenko retiring no time soon. But I think, what is he, 35? I see Lomachenko staying in the game for a couple more years. What is he, 35? Let me see. Lomachenko is, let me see how old he is. He's 34. Lomachenko don't even turn 35 until February. So yeah, Lomachenko 34 years old. You know what I'm saying? He's 34 years old. So he the same age as Bud Crawford. I don't see Lomachenko retiring no time soon. Dundada said Haney came out and said he most likely staying at 135 because of the smoke. He really chasing good fights. Yeah, like I said, I don't see Lomachenko ducking that smoke. And that's the fight that's going to happen. Lomachenko and Devin Haney. And then if Lomachenko will fight Shakur Stevenson after that I don't know. I don't know. I don't know if Lomachenko is going to fight Shakur Stevenson. And, I'm saying if Lomachenko gets all of the scraps from Devin Haney, and I'm not saying that he's going to beat Devin Haney, but I'm just saying it's a possibility for Devin Haney to beat him. It's a possibility for Lomachenko to beat him, right? But if, for instance, if Lomachenko did beat Devin Haney and became undisputed, I find it very hard to see him fighting Shakur Stevenson. I also find it even harder to see Bob Arum making that fight and putting Shakur Stevenson against Lomachenko for all of the marbles. I find that very hard. I don't see that. You see what I'm talking about? Because I still don't think, we already know that Bob Arum, he loved him some Vasyl Lomachenko. And I know that Bob Arum, he don't think that Vasyl Lomachenko can beat Shakur Stevenson. He really don't. But let's move on. I'm over there on Money Brown TV last night, and we get to cooking. And we get to talking about the Canelo situation. Now, of course, Money Brown and everybody that was on his panel, because that's a Canelo, you know what I'm saying? He everything geared towards Canelo over there. They get to telling me that Canelo don't have to fight nobody. Canelo is the A side all the time, so he gets to choose who he wants to fight. It doesn't matter who Canelo fights. And I said, well, he's making $45-50 million. It does motherfucking matter who he fights. Canelo Alvarez, right? He should be obligated, just like anybody else, to fight his mandatory. If his mandatory or the next guy that's in his ranking, that's next to him, is David Benavidez, well, then he should be obligated to fight David Benavidez. And they're telling me that no, he shouldn't. He's earned his position to fight anybody he wants to fight. He's the shot caller. I ain't trying to hear all of that shit. And my thing is like, why are we all of a sudden not acting like fans that want to see the best fights? We starting to act like lawyers. And you know what I'm saying? The head sanctioning body. You know what I'm talking about? Like, so I'm saying that Canelo, right? He needs to take his rest. And then, he needs to fight David Benavidez if David Benavidez is that next guy that's in the rankings next to him. What's happening with you, coach? Now, with that being said, I get on Canelo's helmet when I should, right? Heavy is the head that wears the crown. So when I need to get on Canelo's head, I do that. The same is said for Jermall Charlo, right? Now, Jermall Charlo, he been at 160 pounds for years. Let me see. He came to 160 and he's been there almost 6 years. Jermall Charlo, he has to step up and fight somebody. Jermall Charlo has to step up and fight somebody. And it has to be a big name. Now everybody's saying, well, man, he shouldn't have to move up to 168 and fight David Benavidez. Well, Triple G and Jermall Charlo. I don't mind seeing that fight. If Triple G refuses to fight him, and the sanctioning bodies refuse to put that fight together, well, you got Janabek calling you out. You have Janabek calling you out. Regardless that I feel that Janabek is on using PEDs, I don't know that for a fact. He just looked like he is. You got Janabek calling you out. That's a great fight. You already tried to get the fight with Jaime Munguia. That shit fell through. Just because a fight or a fight with a fighter that has a name in the sport don't go through, doesn't mean that you get a pass and you can come back and turn around and fight a fucking Rudy Poo. It doesn't mean that you get to stop trying to push for other big name fighters in your division or a division above you. Because like I said, I'm going to keep the same energy with all these fighters. So with Jermall Charlo, I'm looking to see what Jermall Charlo going to do next. It's past due time for Jermall Charlo to step up to the plate and really show out against an opponent, win, lose, or draw. That's a top level opponent, another A-level fighter, a B-plus level fighter. So Janabek has already called out Jermall Charlo. I want to see Jermall Charlo come back with a bang. Real talk. I want to see Jermall Charlo. I would name Demetrius Andrade, but that fight ain't possible because they already pretty much said they're not doing business with Demetrius Andrade. And I'm talking about the PBC. So with that being said, you got Janabek, Triple G if he down to fight. You got David Benavidez at 168. You got Caleb Plant that said he want that fight. It's a lot of fights that Jermall Charlo can go out there and make because he's big enough to fight at 160 or 168. He don't get no more passes from me neither. You know what I'm saying? Jermall Charlo, it's time for him to show up. And if you're not, you might as well just go ahead and retire. That's how I feel about the situation. Because there's certain fighters that I'm sick of seeing fight Rudy Poo after Rudy Poo. Every time, the only thing niggas tell me when you get to talking about, well, what has Jermall Charlo done at 168? He ain't for the first name. Cats start talking about, oh man, he fought Derevyanchenko. So that's good enough for y'all. Him being in the division for damn near 6 years and having one fight that's worth anything like that. I mean, Derevyanchenko cool. He lost all his big fights. That's a fact. He lost a couple times before Jermall Charlo even fought him, right? That is another fact. But if y'all want to hold him to a super duper high standard because he was able to beat Derevyanchenko, y'all can do that. I'm not finna do that. I need to see more from Jermall Charlo. Now, Jermall Charlo, it's a different story. Jermall doing his thing. But, so yeah. Jermall Charlo, I'm keeping the same energy with him. So I want to know who Jermall Charlo gonna fight next. And my question to y'all, the Jermall Charlo fans, if Jermall Charlo come back and fight a Rudy Poo, are y'all gonna make an excuse for Jermall Charlo? Because I already know the excuses I'm gonna hear whenever Jermall Charlo comes back. If he fights a Rudy Poo, y'all gonna tell me, oh man, well, Jermall Charlo, he been out of the ring for a long time, man. So he needed a tune up. If he hadn't, you know what I'm saying, got that back injury, which he ain't had no back injury. If he hadn't got injured, man, he would have fought a big name. Well, man, he was trying to fight. They was trying to make the fight with Jaime McGill, but Golden Boy, I ain't trying to hear none of that shit. I'm not trying to hear none of that bullshit. And I want to hear Jermall Charlo actually pushing for these big fights. Not saying a whole bunch of fucking gibberish and then turning around and making excuses why you shouldn't have to. Like, Jermall Charlo do an interview, call everybody out, and then 5 minutes later in the same interview, tell you why that same person that he just called out don't deserve to fight with him. I'd be confused as hell when Jermall Charlo do an interview. But like I said, I rock with Jermall. I just need to see him do something. Next. Not the fight after next, his next fight. OTB, I like that fight. Charlo versus Plant, for sure. Now, I'm going to get some links out because, like I said, I'm in and out today. So if anybody want to come up here and cook, I'm going to send a couple links out. Give me a second. And I also want to know what y'all think about that Canelo situation that we was cooking on Money Brown TV. Because them niggas was up on a panel acting like I was dead wrong for saying that Canelo Alvarez gets paid $45-50 million a fight. So he shouldn't have the right to sit up there and maneuver around and say that, oh, well, this guy is my mandatory. He right up under me, but I don't have to fight him because I've done enough in the sport. I can fight, goddamn John Ryder over here because I want to. They were saying I was dead wrong that he shouldn't be able to do that. That they shouldn't even be basically rooting for him to do shit like that because they supposed to be fans of the sport and they supposed to want to see him fight the toughest competition. Just like everybody else should. Hey, Javier, my name is Keon, bro, not Keno. It's a Keon. But he says you are a hard critic on Canelo, but you also give his credit when it's due. I've seen you back him up on his accomplishments, and you're also on him. He says, call it like you see it. Yeah, man, that's how you're supposed to do it. I don't, like I said, man, when I speak about these fighters, I don't speak about them like and change up if I like them or not. You know what I'm saying? I don't speak from hate. I just speak from, straight down the middle how I see it. That's how it's supposed to be. You got a lot of background noise, Coach. What's happening with y'all, man? Coach and Knockout in the building.
Chilling, bro. How you doing, Key? What up, Coach? Shout out to the chat. Y'all see this man like button, man. I know I ain't looking at the lights, but I know we short somehow, man. So y'all hit the man like button, bro. Real shit.
Yes, sir.
What's good, man? Hope everything doing all right with y'all. Hope y'all had a good weekend, man.
Oh, yeah, man. Yeah, man. How you doing? How y'all feeling?
Man, chilling, bro. Chilling. I can't complain about
bro,
nothing,
with
man.
the family.
What's happening with OTB?
What's up, family? What's up, family?
Yeah. Yes, sir. Man, so, Coach, let me get your take on what I was cooking on, man. Hey, they tag teamed me yesterday over there.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
You should have called me. You should have called me. I'd have came to the rescue like motherfucking like Black Panther, nigga. Shit, I'd have been over there. Shit.
Yeah. So, like I said,
they don't
man,
like that
we
shit,
know.
bro. It's crazy how motherfuckers they don't want their favorite fighter to fight tough fights. That's fucking crazy to me, bro.
It's crazy because I was talking to Gina. I was talking to my girl afterwards, and because she listening to we going back and forth. I'm talking about how we get, nigga. We get this yelling and shit. We going back and forth, nigga. And she watching, and she like, what the fuck all that about? Like, why is this and why is that? I said because they still act like I did when I was a little kid as a boxing fan. I didn't want to see my favorite fighter fight certain fights because I was scared he was going to lose, and they still like that.
Yeah, bro, that shit's crazy. And guess what? I never been like that, bro. Every sport, I want motherfuckers to prove that they the best. You know what I'm saying?
I was like that as a kid. I ain't gonna lie. As a little kid, I was
never like that because I competed in sports. So, unlike as a young kid, so fuck that. Motherfucker tell me this motherfucker better than me. Motherfucker, let's play the ass.
Well, no, I wasn't like that with myself. I was like that with my favorite fight. Like when Evander Holyfield had to fight Riddick Bowe the first time, I was terrified. I did not want him to fight Riddick Bowe because I was scared he was gonna lose. You know what I'm saying? So, but myself, I was always competitive. If you said that you was better than me at anything, I don't give a fuck who you was. I wanted to test that out. I wanted all the smoke.
And that's what I don't get, bro. That's what I don't get with boxing fans. It's like they don't want to see. They make up excuses that I call that shit duck talk. When motherfuckers saying, well, who has he fought to get a fight with Canelo? But then you can go on Canelo's list and show that this motherfucker, these other motherfuckers, some of these other motherfuckers didn't deserve the fucking fight, really. When these other fighters who really put in the work deserve the fight. So this shit is crazy. And it goes not just for Canelo, it's a bunch of fight fans like that with different fighters. And you like, bro, don't y'all want to see that this motherfucker, if he can fuck with this one, you not getting hit in the fucking face, so who cares?
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
But like I said, man, and really, I think that a lot of the fans do believe that Canelo can beat David Benavidez, but they also believe that it's a chance for him to lose. So then what they do is they'll make excuses to why he shouldn't have to fight that fighter.
Right.
And like you said, it's not just Canelo that fans do it with. They do it with their favorite fighters all the time. We see it done with Tank Davis. We even see Errol Spence fan. I've seen people basically make excuses why Errol Spence shouldn't have to fight a Jerron Ennis or something when I brought that up. Like, bro, I just want to see the best fight the best. If y'all saying that Jerron Ennis is everything that y'all saying he is, well, I want to see if he really that. And I want Errol Spence to fight. You know what I'm saying? That's how I am.
And you notice that it's only with the champions that they like that, right? Because if you look at it, when your favorite fighter is coming up, you want him to fight every fucking body. You want him to fight the champion. You want the champion to immediately give him a chance. All of this shit to prove that he the best. But then when he get there, you flip. Or he become the biggest money maker, and then you flip and go, well, he shouldn't have to fight him because look at his resume and look at his resume. And you can look at all of these fucking fighters' resumes, and they gave motherfuckers who didn't deserve an opportunity. So this shit is crazy, bro. I just don't understand that shit, man.
But but with that question being said, like I said, the same thing for me goes for Jermall Charlo. So what would y'all like to see Jermall Charlo doing? I'm gonna start with you, Coach.
He need to be unifying. He need to be doing everything he can to fucking unify his division. That's what he needs to do. I mean, we know Triple G ain't gonna fucking fight him. So, but he can fight the other champion, Janabek. He can fight him. Right? Janabek is at 160, right?
Yeah, Janabek is at 160.
Yeah, fuck, he needs to unify because Janabek gonna be the champion. He need to go fucking unify with him. That's a hell of a fucking fight. That's what he needs to do. He needs to go and fucking try to become undisputed and put pressure on Triple G by whooping Janabek ass. And that's what he needs to do.
Mm-hmm.
Bro, that shit is common sense. You know what I'm saying? Go fight Janabek. If Gennady just got out of fight with Canelo, go fight fucking Janabek and unify. I don't see the problem. At least fucking let the people know you trying to get all these fucking fights instead of fighting the fucking Rudy Poos that you keep fighting, bro. I want to see you do something special, bro. That's what you're supposed to be trying to do, some special shit. Not just become champion and just sit on your fucking laurels. Because just like everybody know, heavy is the head that wear the crown, motherfucker. Motherfuckers coming after your dome, nigga. Shit. There's only a few fighters that's out there they not coming after their dome because I don't know what the case is. And I ain't going to mention it because I don't want to start no shit. But we all know, you know, that in sports, you trying to become the best and fight the best, bro. That's the way sports supposed to be. Boxing the only sport ain't like that. You know, UFC the same way. Dana White gonna fucking make these motherfuckers fight the best. That's for sure. And it's more entertainment. That's why they growing bigger than faster than boxing and getting bigger. Because of that kind of shit. You gonna make that motherfucker Dana White gonna make sure the best fight the best, bro. And it is what it is.
Yeah. And my man T-Bone Boxing, what's happening with it, man? Salute. Appreciate you with the super sticker. Yeah, man. And it ain't just money. I'm just saying, I just brought money up because this is pertaining to a debate that we was having on his channel. That's my brother right there. You know, everybody know how money gonna ride for Canelo and Gervonta Davis and Errol Spence. You know what I'm saying? But see, he don't have to do that shit with Errol Spence because Errol Spence take on all comers. So, you know, but he got to do it for Tank and Canelo. But he gonna ride for him. You know what I'm saying? It don't matter what it is. But knockout, man. Same question to you, man. Jermall Charlo, bro. It's
bro. I agree with everything Coach said, man, and everything that you was cooking on before that. Like, number one, at no point should a fighter, if you active, bro, like all this shit where you somehow become above competition, that shit never exists to me. Like, you're not above fighting the best possible competition. So I don't want to hear this notion where somebody done earned the right to just pick and choose opponents. I don't give a damn who it is. Nobody has earned that right. As long as you still asking people to watch you fight, as long as you still calling yourself a champion and you still acting as a professional athlete, a professional fighter. So there's that. So if that's the line you was pushing over there on money, then nah, you were pushing the right line. Like, no, you don't get to pick and choose just because you accomplished this and accomplished that. If you want to pick and choose and you want to do exhibitions, that's what picking and choosing is. Go do exhibitions and drop out your belt so people can fight for them. If you're going to fight at 168, you need to be fighting big fights or you need to be fighting mandatories, bro. Or you need to drop them hoes. It's that simple. Now, for Jermall Charlo, it's the same thing, bro. Like, at what point are we going to realize, like, look, dog, if you ain't fighting a champion at 160 and we're looking at the business of boxing and all your in-house fights are at 168, PBC literally got damn near every 168-pounder of note that you can have not named Canelo Alvarez, bro. So if you're gonna fight, if you're gonna fight somebody, you got Caleb Plant over there, you got Benavidez over there, and you called out Benavidez first before he ever called your name out. So you got to fight them. Triple G, I mean, in my opinion, bro, that's a pipe dream, bro. Like, if he was gonna fight you, he would have fought you already. Like, there's no scenario where I see Triple G not fighting Jermall Charlo in his 30s, but now he's 40 and he looked horrible in this fight against Canelo. Now he finna fight Jermall Charlo. So yeah, try to go make that fight. But I don't know how realistic that is. Now, Al Heyman in the PBC doing business with Janabek and Top Rank and shit. I know Janabek want the smoke, but are they going? What's this going to be? Some joint shit going on between PBC and Top Rank? So I don't even know how realistic that is. The big fights for him are all these fights at 168, and I don't want to hear shit about him being 160 pounder because number one, he big as shit, and number two, he been there 5 years, bro. Like, I'm tired of that excuse. You've been at the weight class 5 years, you ain't done shit yet, bro. So for me, Jermall Charlo, I'm even heavier on him because he ain't accomplished near as much as Canelo Alvarez, dog. So it goes that saying of you got to fight the best. That goes for him times 10 over Canelo Alvarez because Canelo Alvarez has fought way better competition than Jermall Charlo. So if we're gonna hold Canelo Alvarez to a standard, then Jermall Charlo need to be held to that same exact standard. So you need to find a way to fight Triple G. You need to find a way to fight Janabek, or you need to move up and get some smoke at 168 with some in-house fights, bro.
But you know, you got to also look at opportunities too, though, Knockout. You got to look at opportunities. Canelo been given a lot of fucking opportunities, and most of them he took advantage of. You know what I'm saying? So that's the only thing I can say about Jermall. You know, fucking opportunity. Motherfuckers not giving them opportunities, but you still got to make your own fucking path, even though I know it's different for you than it is for
apparently, though, Coach, according to Jermall Charlo, I don't know how true it is, how whatever false, whatever. According to Jermall Charlo, his brother Jermall was offered a fight with Canelo, and he turned it down because he said the notice was too short. But I always heard if you stay ready, you ain't gotta get ready, and opportunities like that you gotta go get, bro. So I hear what you're saying, and I agree with you. And he also if he was trying to do everything, like that's what I'll give David Benavidez credit for. David's trying to do things to make big fights. While Jermall Charlo, while Canelo may have been given more opportunities than him, I agree with that. But what's also true is that Jermall Charlo, every time somebody bring an opportunity to him, or every time somebody brings somebody up, he act like he above that shit. He literally will tell you that Demetrius Andrade don't offer him nothing. When Demetrius Andrade was champion, he would tell you that Demetrius Andrade brings nothing to the table when Demetrius Andrade was a champion, but then he'll sign up to fight Montel Williams, Montel Jordan, Montel. Like that's who he'll sign up to fight while telling you that a champion is nothing. He'll tell you that David Benavidez brings nothing to the table and he ain't fighting nobody under 25 years old and he got to have a vaccine if you're gonna fight him and shit. He'll tell you shit like that about David Benavidez, but then sign on a dotted line to fight Maja Suleki. Like that's the shit that he doing, bro. So
Hey,
I hear
you
what you're saying.
got it right, bro. You hit it dead.
Yeah, I hear what you're
Nail on the
saying.
head.
But you gotta go after the opportunities for him and give you that excuse. Like you gotta go get that shit. And he ain't been going to go get that shit. So I ain't got no sympathy for him. And the crazy thing is, people hearing me talk right now don't even know I'm a huge Jermall Charlo fan, bro. I just keep the shit real. That's why I fuck with the people I fuck with up on this panel, because they keep it real too. Like I'm a huge Jermall Charlo fan, bro. Anybody from Texas, I'm rocking with them. I'm rocking with them 100%. But bro, bullshit is bullshit. In the last 3-4 years, the Charlo that we knew, the Hitman, I don't know what he changed his name to, but the Hitman Charlo that was running down on shit, stepping on everything, that dude died. I don't know where he went to, bro. Because this ain't the same dude that I grew up a fan of, or not grew up, but that grew on me as a fan of his. So that's really all I got, bro. He got to fight the best key like everybody else. That man don't get no pass, especially he been on more bullshit than a lot of fighters, bro. So it's time for him to fight the best. So get the hell on, bro. Drop them belts so somebody else can fight for him, bro.
Right, man. And you also got to think too, you know, what all the thing that we say about Canelo has went up and down in weight to get smoke. You dig what I'm saying? So Charlo been at the same division for almost 6 years. So he could have went up to 168 to go find some smoke. He could have went to 168 to get some smoke. He ain't want to.
Yeah, but the difference with that, Keith.
I already know you're gonna say he's a champion. You can have your belt and keep your belt.
That's not what I was gonna say. That's not what I was gonna say. What I was gonna say is this. Yeah, Canelo been moving up and down in weight, but he been moving up and down in weight for fucking being an opportunist. That he don't fucking go after
Jermall Charlo.
Going after the head honchos.
That's 100%. That's 100%. That's 100% true, Coach. Coach, that's 100% true. But at the same time, what we saying opportunities for Canelo, well, shit. I mean, Billy Joe Saunders is fucking better than the dudes Jermall Charlo fighting, bro. Like I hear what you're saying, and it's true. He is an opportunist, and we can be critical of him. But shit, like Callum Smith beat the shit out of motherfucking Montiel, bro. Like he'll do that dude bad, man. So it's like he doing that shit, but he still, while doing it, he's still fighting better people than Jermall Charlo, bro.
Oh, absolutely. There's no question about that.
So I mean, ain't really no like it's really no excuse for him not fighting nobody, bro. You know what I'm saying? And all I'm saying is, hey, I'm not gonna accept any opponent in his next fight if it ain't a name, or if he's not fighting to get a big name opponent at 168 or 160. You know what I'm saying? To where we could be like, man, Jermall Charlo doing everything he could do. Caleb Plant already called him out. Caleb Plant said, look, if David Benavidez and his people acting up and they bullshitting and we can't get that fight done, well, then I want Jermall Charlo. That's the next fight I want.
And I'm going to teach him class.
You got big fights. You got big fights. You got big fighters, big names calling you out. So yeah, let's make it happen.
Well, David gonna beat the fuck out of Q.
Well, he gotta get it. He gotta get his back problems fixed though.
See,
he got a bad back, man.
You
can't get out this fight with a bad back, man. You get on Charlo, man. He got a bad back, man.
Hey, man, what's happening with it, Kyle? I'm gonna let OTB cook, and then I'm gonna pass it to you.
As far as the Canelo shit, man, we all know that dude full of shit, and we all know that he done came out his mouth and told us. So as far as I'm concerned, shit, as much as we gonna demand it, I don't know that we ever see it. You understand? So and he done made some believers out of it within the sport, which I really respect them for trying. I mean, respect them for making them believers. But we know that that's bullshit. We want to see you fight the best, and as far as Charlo go, I'll give you the prime example. You got a David Morrell right there who just became a WBC silver champion in 6 fights. In 6 fights, the whole time that your ass sitting down there holding on to that belt, he done became a champion and put himself in the equation. And that's another name that you can move up there and fight who willing to get all of that smoke. We know that y'all trained by the same trainer.
I don't mean to interrupt you. I don't mean to interrupt your cook, but I I gotta keep the same energy because one of my arguments when I forgot what we was talking about last night on Money when this came up, but at 168, it's only one champion. That's Canelo Alvarez. So to me, David Morrell is not a champion at 168. I say
an
undisputed champion. I don't count none of them other motherfucking belts that they just made.
I couldn't agree with you more, but you could have put yourself in position, was what I'm saying. The whole time that you was sitting at 160, you could have moved up to 68 and placed yourself in position to even, be in the equation for one of these big name fights. Because let's be real, with the resume that you have, ain't nobody at 68 got a reason to fight you other than Hope in your name. And from what we hearing with the ticket sales last time, you done lost that inevitability on the people. So now you need them. Now you may have to go into one of these fights at 68 as the B-side. You understand? And shit, that's all right, because you need that fight. You need it for your legacy. And at this point, I've been told y'all, I just don't feel like he getting no better. But I feel like that move up to 68 would challenge his talent. Now we have to see a better Jermall. Now you got to stick behind that jab, that beautiful ass jab that you got to set up that power, because you're not walking down nobody at 68. I'm sorry, it's not happening. Even if you fight the loser, even if you fight Anthony Durrell in the 18-year career, you're not walking down Durrell. He gonna put your ass to bed. You're not getting your head off the line. You're not being able to fix some of these problems that you got, where you get stuck there admiring your work. You get stuck off of these weight transitions and people able to time you. So shit, I don't feel like he getting no better, and I don't feel like he want to get no better. And it's just sad to see when you see somebody that can do it all, because the kid, Jermall, can do it all. Box from the inside, fight from the outside, fight off the front foot, back foot, you name it. He done showed us it, but we ain't never seen it all put together. So now you just got bits and pieces of, you understand, acceptable characteristics in the ring. And that's just sad to see from me, man.
You think that it's a case with Jermall to where he looked up and Jermall was just so motherfucking far past him? He was just like, well, fuck it, man. I'm just comfortable where I'm at. I ain't even gonna try to catch up. Y'all think it was a case? It was happening with L-Dub box talk.
I do think that that's possible, bro. Because you got to think, you understand, Jermall was somebody who was the boxer. You understand? But once the Julian J-Rock, once he got that J-Rock knockout, then we felt like Jermall had the power. Now we don't even classify him as a boxer no more. When, goddammit, Jermall done put it all together. He done showed us that performance where he done boxed and fought.
But he could have surpassed his brother, because his brother took that loss against Tony Harrison. That was his time to elevate past his brother. And
but he wasn't getting no better in the ring.
He didn't step on the gas. And like a lot of guys, they was just focusing on one motherfucking fighter. They was focusing on, Canelo. I'm gonna get a Canelo. Instead of, you know what I'm saying, okay, if I get a Canelo fight, it's cool. But it's more smoke for me to get. He was just focusing on one fighter. You know what I'm saying? And that, but like, you could have went out there and made a fight with Daniel Jacobs. Daniel Jacobs should have been on your resume right now.
Wanted that smoke.
You know what I'm saying?
He lightweight ducked out on that too, by the way.
If he had fought Daniel Jacobs at that point in time, that would have been a huge fight. He never pursued it though.
Yeah, he ain't pushed the gas on it. Keep right about that. And at the time, Danny hadn't took all of them losses neither.
Yeah, and he was still with Rozier, so it would have looked good on his resume. But you know, man, them dudes, man, they're making too much money to fight one time a year. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, man, say what you want about Canelo Alvarez, man, the nigga fighting. Whether he fighting Colin Smith, your Durham, whoever the fuck he fighting 4 times a year though. And he just beat Triple G. So that's gonna start him some time not to have to fight nobody at 168 for a little bit. You know, so he can rest on his laurels for a little bit. And this is my thing, dude. Jermall Charlo was kissing too much ass. You know what I'm saying? because the great Mike Tyson broke his back, spinal, still got in the ring and fought. You know what I'm saying? He got a little back problem. He don't even want to fight. You know what I'm saying? Mike Tyson's back was broken. You know what I'm saying? He still got in the ring.
Yeah, crazy. Yeah, talking about Mike Tyson back was broke.
No, but real talk though, it's like, bro, you gotta fight somebody, bro. At least you gotta fight at least 2-3 times a year, man. That whole like, give me all my money in one whop, that don't help your career. That don't help you get better and evolve as a fighter. That really hurts you because I think that time off is a boxer's worst enemy. In my opinion, I think when they had these long layoffs, they look terrible when they come back off these layoffs.
You talking about like PBC fighters and shit, like
fighters,
Jamal,
period, dog. If you come off a long layoff, man,
like Jermall Charlo and all,
it don't look right.
It's a lot of fighters,
right?
You know, they say, "Oh, we doing all right, we getting sparring and all that shit, man." Y'all ain't in that motherfucker every day like that. Like, Ryan Ennis is in the gym every single day.
Big Texas, the fucking bad back, he was being sarcastic, bro. Everybody, first of all, if you believe that motherfucking Jermall Charlo actually fucking had a bad back and he did it from jogging, bro, I don't know what to tell you. You'll believe anything.
Facts.
But anyway.
Yeah, man. Mike Tyson would have fought with a broken back, like, you know what I'm saying? He spinal. You know what I'm saying? Spinal, goddamn. Oh,
shit, Selecki? What's up, Brody? How you feeling? Shit, but you had to be Selecki. It ain't like you had to go in there and whoop. You understand? Man, come on, man. That's just...
I mean, instead of making excuses, Big Texas, for Jermall Charlo, you should be doing the same thing that we doing, right? Holding him to the standard that he should be held to. This man been at 160 for 6 years and still ain't fought nobody. Y'all keep talking about, man, he fought Gervonta. Man, really? Like, y'all really giving Gervonta that, like, all of a sudden when it comes to Jermall Charlo, Gervonta the best fighter in the motherfucking world, goddamn it.
And when you fought him,
Gervonta has lost every
big fight.
Every name.
He didn't lose to Triple G though, man. He really beat Triple G on paper. He
won that fight too. I thought he won that Triple G fight, right? But the fight was still close. He won. I thought he won, but the fight was a still close fight. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? And Triple G, when was the last time Triple G looked good?
And that's another thing. He's damn near Triple G though, without the push.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? He Triple G without the push. And I'll be honest, man.
Wait, hold on. R came in here and told me to have the same energy for Canelo. But did you just fucking wake up out of goddamn
we went there first, R. You just got here, bro.
Bro, I've been getting on Canelo. Nigga, I was getting on Canelo.
We started about Canelo.
I got on Canelo the other day when I was over here, and I got on Canelo when we started this show. So how you gonna tell me to keep the same energy for Canelo?
Hey, listen, man. Sometimes you can't identify niggas with a response. You know what I'm saying? Because we've been talking shit about Canelo Alvarez, redhead ass for a long time now. You know what I'm saying? We've been on every panel you can think of talking shit. The only person that saved Canelo is my boy Monty. That's the only person that's the only black person I've ever seen run to the rescue of Canelo Alvarez stinking ass. You know what I'm saying? Everybody else, we own him. You know what I'm saying? And my thing is this though, whether you like the nigga or not though, the nigga is still fighting though. Whether you like who he fighting or not, he's still in the fucking ring active. The nigga Jermall Charlo, you ain't fighting nobody and you ain't fighting nobody. Like, you know what I'm saying? You're not fighting and you ain't fighting nobody. When you fighting?
Like Jermall Charlo ain't even fought the level of competition that Canelo then ran through at 168. Jermall Charlo still ain't fought no goddamn Colin Smith or Billy Joe Saunders or a motherfucker. I'm talking about since he's been at 160. Now he did some things at 154. He fought Julian J. Rock Williams, but hey, to keep it 100, and I hate to say it, that motherfucking victory didn't age well. Julian J. Rock Williams didn't turn out to be all that. That's the truth. But he did fight Trout. I give him credit, for the Austin Trout fight.
Trout, yeah.
And shit. Who else on his resume?
Till this day, Austin Trout is his best performance to me.
I think that probably I think to this day, Austin Trout is probably the best fighter on his resume.
Yeah, I said that a while ago. I always felt like
I'm gonna go with Gervonta, man. I think at the time,
man. Gervonta had a 14-year career. You look at how long he was a pro when Charlo fought him.
Gervonta lost to motherfucking what's his name that Jermall Charlo beat for all the belts?
Brian Castano.
But yeah, Gervonta lost to Brian Castano years ago.
Facts. And
people don't even know that.
That Super Series shit. Wasn't that in that Super Series shit?
Yeah. Gervonta lost to Brian Castano. Gervonta also lost to Daniel Jacobs. You know what I'm saying? He fought Triple G. He lost that fight, but a lot of people feel that he beat Triple G, right? Also, he just lost to what's the dude name? The dude that Gervonta just got beat by.
He just got whooped by somebody.
Yeah, he just got beat by fucking what's his name?
I couldn't even tell you it was on the preliminaries. I missed that
Cuban dude. Gervonta just got beat by a motherfucker.
Yeah,
but now we want to give Jermall Charlo all of the credit in the world for beating Gervonta.
Nah, that we gotta do better than that. It gotta be Austin Trout.
Check it out,
Adamas. What's his name? Adamas. Gervonta just got beat by Adamas.
But I'm saying though, when coming off that fight with Triple G, you gotta give him that credit because he looked really good, bro. You know what I'm saying?
You talking about in the Triple G fight?
Yeah, he took a beating in that Charlo fight though. He took a beating.
Well, but yeah.
Well, the problem was he didn't have a win in between.
If you go back and watch that fight, you know what I'm saying? Charlo won the fight clearly, for sure. You know what I'm talking about? But if you go back and watch the fight, because I did, he gave Charlo a lot of problems in the second half of the fight. Like 9, 10, 11. Like he started, and Charlo gassed out. And he started, you know what I'm saying? He started
abandoning that jab that he came in there leaning on. He came in there working that stick. Then, Charlo, like you say, after 7, 8.
The first half of the fight, Charlo was crisp. He was just shutting Gervonta out. Now, by round number 8, Gervonta started giving Charlo problems, bro. You know what I'm saying? And but Gervonta has always been a good fighter, but he wasn't good enough to get past the top names. He was just always that fighter that was, you know what I'm saying, under the top names. And like I'll say this story all the time. Blue Blood was in the camp when Gervonta was training for Charlo. And he said Charlo, and he told me, he said Charlo gonna knock him out. He said Gervonta is getting beat up by everybody in camp. He look old, he looks slow, and he don't look like he the same fighter. Exactly what Blue Blood told me. Cause I'm telling y'all, but
you can see what I remember looking at him in that camp. One of them videos he had on the gray shirts and blue shorts, getting his ass wore out in sparring.
Cause he was training down there in NY in
New York.
Yeah, he was training in New York, and Blue Blood was going down there to the training camp watching them spar. And he had called me and told me like, "Hey, Key." Because, see, me, I thought it was going to be a close fight. And I was on the verge. I was like, well, I'm going to put a little money on Gervonta, you know what I'm saying, just in case, because he the underdog. You know what I'm saying? And he was like, don't do that. Don't do that. He looked horrible. He looked horrible throughout his whole camp. And there ain't nothing to take away from Jermall Charlo, but we saw how Jermall Charlo looked against 154-pound fighter Adams.
Brandon Adams, I wasn't impressed. Brandon Adams or Dennis Hogan, who was a natural 154 pound. I just wasn't impressed with neither one of them fights, bro. I got to go all the way back to Austin Trout to really show you some film where he impressed me or showed me something different or just leaned on what he do so well. You understand that a fighter had to adjust to his game plan. Like, you ain't seen none of that shit. And for some reason, shit, I can't figure it out, man. Why? That's why I kept saying, like, bro, that's sad. Because I can also show you film where he fighting off the front foot or the back foot. You understand? He got knockouts off the back foot. It's somebody who done showed you power out of both hands with an impressive ass jab that he don't step with. You understand? He fixed that problem, but then he quit going to the jab once he fixed that problem. So you understand? I'm wondering, is the problem really fixed, or do you not lean on that jab because it might start to become predictable?
Somebody keeps talking about Kyle profile pic. What's wrong with Kyle's profile pic? It's showing me what. See, it's not Kyle. I think that's YouTube because on my end on StreamYard.
Yeah, on StreamYard, I can see it too.
Yeah. On my end on StreamYard, his regular logo is up. Kyle's logo is up. But I went to YouTube right now, and it's just a fucking big ass white, you know what I'm saying? A white moon looking picture.
Kyle likes
y'all can still hear me.
I don't want to get sued for Kyle.
Yeah, we can hear you. We can hear you. So yeah, that's not Kyle. That's YouTube doing that.
Man, YouTube better stop playing with me, man. I've been on the fucking grind, man. They ain't showing nigga no love, man.
They do it does that sometimes. I don't know why that shit do that, but it do that when I go on other people's panels to me sometimes. I'll be like, why my shit just a white moon looking, you know? But man, let's move on, right? Like I said, at the end of the day, I think everybody should be in agreement that they want to see Jermall Charlo face a big name, a name opponent that, you know, a top level opponent. It's past due time. Now, y'all hit the like button, because I know it's a lot of y'all. I'm going to check the likes because I know it's a lot of y'all in here that ain't hit the like. Yeah, we way low on the likes, y'all. Come on. Y'all got to get the likes up. You know what I'm saying? It's free to hit the like button. You know what I'm saying? I know a lot of motherfuckers being here that's haters and shit. But hit the like button. Smash the like button. But so let's move on. Let's move on, right? Now, I want to talk about this Gervonta Davis shit. So Gervonta Davis, you know, once again, he pulls a tweet and delete. A tweet and delete, you know. I tweets, and Gervonta Davis has a history of doing this, right? But this ain't all I'm going to talk about. So Gervonta always, if he tweets something that's controversial, he'll delete it right away. And me, it's either, I feel like you either stay off of Twitter and don't use that shit at all, or if you tweet something, you got to stand on that shit. If you tweet something about somebody, don't delete it, stand on it. That's it. Don't tweet some shit and then delete it. Now, a lot of people might say, well, he probably had orders to take it down. And my thing that I have to say to them is, who runs Gervonta Davis's Twitter? He does. You feel me? Is Gervonta Davis a grown man? Yeah. So I don't give a damn who told him to take what down, because he does this shit all the time. So you mean to tell me that every time Gervonta Davis tweets something, they call him, tell him to take it down, and he do it? No, that man's a grown-ass man. Tell them I ain't taking shit down. He's a grown-ass man. But let's talk about what he tweeted, you know what I'm saying? Because that's just whatever, you know, I'm just saying how I feel about if you tweet something, stand on it, don't take it down. But this is what he tweeted. He says, I asked Mayweather Promotions lawyer, why would he write a fuck contract like that for a kid, like that for a kid? He said, if you was my kid, you wouldn't have to worry about that. Shaking my head. Right? So basically what he's saying is he went and asked Floyd Mayweather's lawyer, like, why the fuck did you let Floyd Mayweather give me a fucked up contract like this? You know what I'm saying? Why would you even, you know what I'm saying? Why would you even write this contract up for Floyd Mayweather to give me? Why would you do that to me? And his response was, well, if you was my kid, shit, I would never do no shit like that if you was my kid. So that's saying a lot, man. And I keep trying to tell people that Floyd Mayweather and Gervonta Davis, they ain't like that. People say, oh man, you hating on them. No, it ain't no hating. They not like that with each other. Leonard Ellaby and Gervonta Davis are tight. Leonard Ellaby, he's the one that does all the promotion for Gervonta Davis. Leonard Ellaby, to me, is a big reason why Tank got the name that he got, because Leonard Ellaby was always in the camera. Tank this and Tank that, and Tank Davis is the best fighter in the world, and Tank Davis you don't got to worry about none of these other fighters. Tank, that was Leonard Ellaby all the time. Him and Floyd have always had problems, but every time he come out and say something about Floyd via Twitter, he take it right down. So my thing is like, he talking about Floyd giving him a fucked up contract, right? And y'all hit the like button. He talking about Floyd giving him a fucked up contract. That's what basically he's saying. Floyd giving him a fucked up contract. Why would he do that to a kid at the point in time? So my question is the reason why TMT is still promoting Floyd Mayweather, because I don't give a fuck what nobody come out and saying that, oh man, he's exclusively to Showtime. Yeah, he is exclusively to Showtime, to where he only fights on Showtime, right? He's under Al Heyman to where he fights on Showtime. That's the network that he fights on. But the people promoting him is still Mayweather Promotions. So did they have a deal to where Tank thought he was going to be able to get out, and you know what I'm saying, to where he was going to not have to deal with Mayweather Promotions promoting his fights, and he was wrong about that, to where he couldn't really get out? He couldn't really get out of the promotional deal with Mayweather, because there's something to it to where he's coming out now and he's still talking about it. I don't know, but you know, y'all give me y'all take on that.
Remember I said that like some months ago. Remember I was saying that. I said the nigga probably got a fucked up contract. He probably thought he was out. That's why he was talking all that gangster shit. And then when he realized, nigga, you ain't going no fucking place. Oh, I'm Mayweather. I ain't going nowhere. Yeah, nigga, because you can't go nowhere. You know what I'm saying? And this is my thing about these tweets and delete. Nigga, we saw it. We already saw it, bro. It's too late, nigga. You know what I'm saying? It's too late. You know how like nigga, you know how like you take some soda, you pour it into the cup, but you pour it too much and you pour it back in. It's too late. You ain't never gonna get all of it back in that bottle, bro. It's too late. And it's a thing, man. Floyd Mayweather, greatest boxer I've ever seen, but he's a piece of dog shit, man. You know what I'm saying? He a piece of dog shit. The same way he treats Adrian Broner is the same way he treats Gervonta Davis. You know what I'm saying? Because they're not kissing his ass every 5 minutes. If you ain't kissing his ass, he ain't got shit to do for you. He ain't got shit to say to you if you ain't kissing his ass. If you kissing his ass, he's gonna do whatever you want him to do. He'll do it for you. You know what I'm saying? If you ain't kissing his ass, good luck. But I mean, it's fucked up. But at the end of the day, nigga, why did you get somebody to help you read that shit, dog? If you can't read it, why would you have somebody read it for you? Why would you get somebody else? Fuck if you're a kid or not, man. You know what I'm saying? It's a contract. Give it to somebody, bro, because they got these words and contracts that are like, you bound to a motherfucker forever type shit. Like, so my best friend, his brother, right? He was about to sign with Def Jam, and it was a word in the contract, right, that nobody had ever saw before, and basically the word meant like, we basically own your ass forever. Like that was, I'll get the word for y'all niggas, but it started with a P. But it's a word that means like you in this contract forever. We own everything you're doing. So that's basically probably what they did to him. It's like, nigga, we own you. If we get you a belt or you hit this threshold of money, you can forget about getting out this contract. You got 4 more fights. That's what the Ali Act. Same shit with the Ali Act. When people think, oh man, the Ali Act. If you, it's a 3-fight deal, right? In 3 fights, you can get that. But most of the time, you sign a multi-fight deal. So if you sign a 5-year deal, like a 5-fight deal, that Ali Act is out the window because the Ali Act is only good for 3 fights. So that's why everybody getting caught up, because if you win a fight, they say, all right, well, if you win this fight, we get you a belt. Your extension is 2 more fights. It's no longer a 3-fight deal no more. Now it's a 5-fight deal. They just restructured the contract. So now you fucked. And that's how the management and the promoters able to fuck you over. And that's what they doing to him, man, fucking him over.
And it's crazy how when Floyd came out, we for the fighters and we gonna make sure that the fighters don't get fucked like I did, and he over there doing the same shit.
Freddie Fred.
Facts.
And he learned from the best. He learned from Bob Arum and them. He learned from the best, and he doing exactly what he learned.
But it seemed like he fucking them harder than what Bob Arum did.
Man, OTB, man, what's your take on this?
Should have kept his ass with AB. Should have kept your ass being a bag boy, man. AB took you over there, ain't charged you nothing. Y'all threw that man under the bus. Threw that man clean under the bus. Now, goddamn it, you up under the bus. It don't look so good down there, do it. Got no damn sympathy for that shit. Got no damn sympathy for that shit, bro. Hell nah. Coach Calvin around you were smart enough to have. Oh yeah, we gonna stick behind Ohio, bro. But you were smart enough to have, you understand, the people around you that put you in this position. So I'm not inclined to have any sympathy for you because you got fucked on your second contract, which is what I think this about. I don't think he been fucked from the beginning, you understand? I think that you fucked because you realized that you signed your second deal with him. And now you're not about to be able to get these fights. But we already knew that. You knew that from the first half of your career. You understand? So in no circumstance when I look at this type of situation, can I even lean and say that, oh, I can understand that? Nah, I can't.
Yeah, man. So like I said, man, I think that he's still in a fucked up contract. So for those who, you know what I'm saying, that just came and, you know what I'm saying, don't know what I'm talking about. What's happening with the money? That don't know what I'm talking about.
But bro, when Bud re-signed with Bob,
the tweet that he put out, he said, why would you do that to a kid? I think now, or you know, recently, or you know, since he was trying to get out of the contract, he realized that, damn, I can't get out of this right now. I'm still bound to this. They have to be my promoter. Now, like I said, for those who don't understand, yeah, he's under Showtime. Like he's under Showtime. That's the network that he has to fight on. They don't have nothing to do with his promotional who's promoting him. TMT's still promoting him.
But Key,
that's why Leonard Ellaby is out in the forefront, you know, still out there promoting Gervonta Davis, because if Gervonta Davis wasn't still promoted by TMT, Leonard Ellaby and Floyd Mayweather wouldn't be doing the interviews that they do promoting Gervonta Davis. Oscar De La Hoya wouldn't have came out and said, well, shit, you know, I still got to talk to Floyd and them. That's still his promoter. And he's telling y'all that they put him in a fucked up contract. So, Box Talk, what's happening with it, man? What's your take on this?
I feel like Tank probably should have done his own thing when he had the chance, if he ever had the chance. I feel like he has had numerous chances, probably. I'm just guessing here. I don't know for certain. But I know just from experience, like with Rolly, obviously, right? Anybody who knows me knows Rolly's like one of my best friends. We have a real close relationship. So I see a lot of the shit that goes on behind the scenes. And when he got a chance to get out, you know, he got a
you got a real close relationship with Rolly. He's one of your best friends, right?
Yeah. Me and Rolly are like real tight, man. He's like
dope.
Yeah, he's like one of my closest friends, and I know he confides in me a lot. I confide in him, and so I get to see a lot of the behind the scenes shit with like Mayweather promos and Leonard Allerby and stuff. I know when I think it was towards the end of one of these years prior to his fight with Jackson Marinas, Rolly's contract expired with Mayweather Promotions, and he had signed a deal. He had already signed with Al Heyman. And so in his mind, he's thinking, well, why do I need to sign again with the Mayweather, the money team, right? With TMT, with Mayweather Promotions. What do they provide that I'm not already getting from Al Heyman, right? And so he didn't re-sign with them. Rolly hasn't been with them for a really long time, right? For those that don't know, he hasn't been with them for years. So when I saw this and I noticed this, I'm like, well, how come guys like Tank re-signed with Mayweather Promotions, right? Like they really have nobody. If you look at Mayweather Promotions, they got maybe Gervonta, Richardson, Hitchens. They got a couple guys, but it's like they're not even putting on events. They're not doing anything.
Richardson Hitchens ain't with him no more. He with Top Rank now.
Yeah, Richardson.
Oh, is he? Okay, well then there you go. See, but that's what I'm saying. Like, and if you're one of those guys with Mayweather Promotions and you're looking at Mayweather Promotions, what are you getting from them that you can't get with Al Heyman, right? So same thing with Tank. I'm like, why? I just feel like he's given up maybe a percentage of his money to them, but I can't understand why.
Well, because I would say that if for any reason is because they do promote him well, as far as Leonard Ellerby getting out, doing all these interviews for Tank. Leonard Ellerby promotes him well. I can't say so for Floyd Mayweather, but Leonard Ellerby is a great promoter. You know he does the interviews. He know how to speak well. He know how to, you know what I'm saying? He knows how to promote Gervonta Tank Davis, and he does that very well. So that's the only thing I can see is that, yeah, you need Leonard out there talking for you. You know, Gervonta Tank Davis, he's not the best speaker. You know, we also know that Al Heyman and Steven Espinoza, they're not promoters. You see what I'm saying? So who's going to help promote him and do all that other stuff that Leonard Ellerby does behind the scenes? Leonard Ellerby does a lot. So I think that's what their use is for. But when you sign with them, what's the contract looking like? Obviously, it ain't looking too good. And it's keeping you from possibly doing bigger things in the sport, fighting bigger names.
And that's why I said, like, bro, he been knew that.
So Rolly is not under TMT Promotions anymore, and he hasn't been.
So I got in trouble for saying that once, kind of by Leonard. So we did a live. Rolly was at the gym, and we did a live on his Instagram. I was holding his camera. I was doing a live on his Instagram. He was working out, and somebody said something about, I don't know. Somebody in the comments said something about Floyd paid off the judges for Rolly against Jackson Marinas or something like that, right? In that fight. And I responded, again, I'm the one holding Rolly's phone, and I responded by saying something like, y'all sound stupid as fuck, because Rolly ain't even with Mayweather promos, you know? And apparently that was like a big deal, because somebody sent that to Leonard, and Leonard called Rolly. I was there. I was in the car when he got the call from Leonard, and Leonard was like, hey, bro, you got to tell, I don't know who your people's is, but you got to tell him to chill out. And so it was kind of my fault. Rolly kind of got in trouble for something he didn't do. Rolly didn't do anything. Right. It was just me speaking on something that I thought at the time was already public knowledge. Like, I thought people had been knowing that for hell long. But apparently that was just something that I knew, because obviously, you know, I kind of know what's going on behind the scenes.
That's crazy.
Yeah, he hasn't been with them for a long time.
Yeah,
so
I didn't know
that. What I'm taking from this is that just like we see Tank tweeting and deleting.
They be telling them
from this that I'm taking from what you just said, and you ain't even got to get it all into it like that. But what I'm taking from it is that Floyd Mayweather and Leonard Ellerbe, they have a lot of power behind the scenes with Al Heyman, and they kind of push their weight around and let you know that if you don't do this or if you say this or that, I'm gonna go back to, and I don't know. I'm gonna go back to Al Heyman, and there's gonna be some repercussions. Because the reason I say that is because if Rolly not with them, right? And then why is he calling and saying, "Oh, whoever you with, tell them, you know what I'm saying, don't be saying that type of shit." Like, okay, man, fuck you. I ain't with y'all. Why you calling my phone? But
yeah, it could have been that. Yeah,
I don't know.
But at the same time, they still help each other a lot. So, for example, right, Rolly got the fight against Tank.
Yeah.
Right, but that opportunity probably wouldn't have came up had he been bad mouthing them, or he didn't even technically bad mouth them. I didn't even technically bad mouth them, but I know they probably didn't want to feel like, oh, you can't just dismiss us like that, like you ain't shit. You know what I mean? So I get it. I get it.
Any fighters really, but that's under TMT Promotions really, except for Tank.
Facts. And that's crazy.
I don't know. All that shit is just confusing, right? When you that whole shit over there is just confusing, bro.
And that's why I blame him, bro. That's the only reason I blame him. It's been confusing since you beat Pedraza and they made you a champion. From that moment on, you understand, shit done been. They want you to fight Loma. You don't want to fight Loma. You say, well, they trying to feed me to the Sharks. They trying to make me fight 5 straight champions. You understand? Like, man, I remember all this shit. So now I'm holding Tank in the same place I held Bud in 2018. That was a dumbass move for you. That was a dumbass move for you, too. You knew what you was getting into. Don't make 2 deals with the devil and then complain about it. Shit, you wanted your 3 wishes.
I think that they got Tank in the situation to where he kind of trapped. I think they might have him in a situation to where he kind of trapped. You know
but you know what?
And he don't got 2 years that Mikey Garcia had with Top Rank. You understand? For him to get out of that deal. Tank ain't got 2 years.
Nah. But what was you gonna say, Box Talk?
I think for a guy like Tank, who, like you said, he's not he doesn't talk very much. Like vocally, he's not his own best promoter. Right. It favors him to have Leonard Ellerbe, because Leonard Ellerbe could sell fucking ice to an Eskimo, right? But Tank's not that guy. And Rolly, whether you love him or hate him, as far as entertainment factor, he can promote himself.
Yeah, Rolly can promote the fuck out of himself. That like Rolly is entertaining as hell.
Shit, he do. You don't see no Rolly clip. You understand? Rolly put himself out there.
Rolly is probably, if you look in boxing, but he might be the best promoter, self-promoter in boxing.
Blair Cobbs. Only because I got Rolly having more talent than Blair Cobbs.
I like Blair Cobbs too, man. I think Blair Cobbs
is real good at it too. But Rolly, dog, I don't know. I think Rolly got him beat a little bit. Because people draw towards Rolly. Like if you see a camera around Rolly, everybody draws towards Rolly.
Yeah, I see that shit
he's more
at the Teofimo Lopez.
You're right. And the closer we got to that fight, the more people believed in Rolly.
Yeah, everywhere we go, bro. Everywhere we go.
And Rolly is more he more like hip and shit, you know what I'm saying, with today's time. Like, Blair Cobb, he kind of odd and shit.
It was crazy, man, because at the Teofimo Lopez fight, boy, it was 1,000 cameras on him and shit.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's everywhere we go, man. It's kind of annoying sometimes. I'll be walking away. I'm like, you know what, bro? Go do your thing. I'm gonna go somewhere else. But everywhere, man. Everywhere. I can't go to an event with this guy and wear a brand new, like, fresh pair of like white sneakers, because just too many people, man, and my shoes be getting stepped on and shit. And
man, you ain't supposed to wear white shoes to no boxing event anyway, man.
Yeah, no, I had to learn the hard way.
Black forces, man. Black forces, man.
Nah, I'll be rocking with the shell toes, the Adidas, but I don't be wearing them to events like that because
them shits hurt my feet, man.
But yeah, man. I don't know, man. Tank, man. But like he said, he was only 20 years old. He was only 20 when he got with them. 19 to 20. Yeah. So you're not expecting no 19 to 20-year-old. If a Floyd Mayweather, Leonard Ellerbe come up to you let me go get my lawyer. They probably talk to him with like, we're gonna take care of you. You don't need no lawyer. We got our own lawyer that's gonna look over everything for you. But it's their lawyer. You know what I'm saying? So it's just boxing has always been a dirty game. It always will be a dirty game, and Tank ain't the first one. He ain't gonna be the last. What's happening with it, Blue? Blue Blood Sports in the building.
Right. But yeah, motherfucking dog, man.
But what you think, ETB? You think if you're Gervonta and you get an opportunity to walk away from Mayweather Promotions, do you do it?
Hell yeah, why not? You don't even need him no more.
I don't think he should. I don't think he should.
Well, you got to look at it like this, right? What we was talking about earlier. You advised by Al Heyman, and then you're fighting on Showtime. Al Heyman is not a promoter. He don't talk. Steven Espinoza is not a promoter, right? Now, who is going to promote you? Who's going to get out in the forefront and do all the things that Leonard Ellerbe do?
That's what I'm saying.
You know what I'm saying? Because Leonard Ellerbe is a huge, huge part of Gervonta Tank Davis' success.
Well,
I got one question then. What the hell?
Tank Davis is the best fighter. Man, everybody wants to be Tank Davis. None of these other fighters can come close to Gervonta Tank Davis. And he's doing interviews and he knows how to articulate himself very well. And he's telling you Tank is this and Tank is this and Tank is this and Tank is that and Tank is this.
But the question for that is, what the fuck do GTD stand for then? What the fuck is it for, bro?
I mean, all Al Heyman fighters, most big name Al Heyman fighters, they got their own promotional company, and I know what that's about, but that's a whole different story.
But check this out, though, Keon. I got a couple partners, females, bad. They ain't never heard Leonard Ellerbe say shit about Gervonta Davis, but they all bought tickets to that fight. That fight against what the fuck's that nigga name? Pitbull. They all went to that fight in LA.
Well, I mean, they heard Leonard Ellerbe was the one that was promoting that shit. Leonard Ellerbe was in front of the cameras every time you pulled up a YouTube or anything, promoting it. Leonard Ellerbe does a very good job of promoting Gervonta Davis. He does.
Yeah, he does.
He does.
But what I'm saying is, he don't need the nigga though. Like,
what I'm telling you is that with no Leonard Ellerbe, and I'm not even going to use Floyd Mayweather because Floyd Mayweather, he don't do a good job of promoting none of his fighters, right? But with no Leonard Ellerbe doing everything that he does behind the scenes and doing all the groundwork, who going to do it? Who going to do all the talking? Tank don't even like to talk. He don't even be want to do interviews and he don't even be want to do press conferences.
And that's why I said you done been a champion for 10 years now. You understand? You done been you supposed to be grooming people. You supposed to be grooming your foundation to be able to branch out. So you can make these type of decisions. So you can be able to make these type of fights now that you didn't use TMT to put you on the stage. Now you can go ahead, bro.
So you need right to be when you on that level that Gervonta Tank Davis is on. You got to have a mouthpiece, or you got to have a mouthpiece that's speaking for you. And that's a big reason to where he's got where he's at. Because, I mean, come on, bro. Look at his resume. He ain't got to where he at off of his motherfucking resume, off of legacy-defining fights. He got that way from Leonard Ellerbe. Yeah, he knocking out cats, but who is he knocking out, really? You know what I'm saying?
What
caliber of fighters are he knocking out? So, a lot of that shit, like I said, has to do with promotion. And now you heard Leonard Ellerbe tell you he's the best fighter in the world, and Tank Davis is this and Tank Davis and that. Now you got millions of fans that think that. And you gotta, you know what I'm saying, give a big part of that to Leonard Ellerbe. When you keep saying some shit and putting it in people's face and keep saying it, eventually it's gonna stick. It ain't gonna stick with everybody, but it's gonna stick. So,
like you say, they all the same fighter. He done
now
had
if
all
Leonard
these
Ellerbe disappeared, now he might be able. Now I think that he might be able to get away with it because he's at that level to where people know who he is now, and you know, all you maybe really need is a Showtime promoting you, right? But if you say, okay, well, I'm not fucking with Leonard and Floyd no more, we don't know what type of relationship they got behind the scenes. Okay, he ain't fucking with us no more. He don't want to do no business with us no more. Okay, yeah. Go and tone it down a little bit for his next fight. Let him do all that shit on his own. We don't know because it's a dirty game. You know
feeding the Gary Antoine rep, feeding the Gary.
Nah, it's just like, okay, well, we was going because Leonard does a lot of shit that we don't even know about, like going to different, you know, urban communities promoting, and he do a lot of shit or have people do a lot of stuff, right? So, okay, well, we're gonna stop all that and make sure that let him do all that on his own then, since he don't need us. Yeah, Steven Espinoza, let him do that. So we don't know how the game is. We don't know how the game is. And they probably, and trust me, they probably threaten Tank and his people with shit like that.
If I'm Tank, I'm trying to see what Leonard Ellerbe wants to promote me. I'm trying to see what type of bag he wants. Because at the end of the day, bro, Leonard Ellerbe, he'll be a whole lot better without Mayweather. You know what I'm saying? I don't fuck with him, but I think he'll be a whole lot better without Mayweather, though. I feel like he can do more. I feel like he know what he's doing. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, bro, like I told you, bro, I got a whole lot of people that don't listen to Leonard Ellerbe, ain't never saw him. Always the shade room, and they see him on there, and they're like, "Oh, I'm going to the next fight." So at the end of the day, bro, he already got that fan base because of Mayweather, because of Adrian Broner. All he gotta do is keep winning. Niggas is gonna keep buying it at this stage of the game. You know what I'm saying?
And matchmaking, like you said, Key, matchmaking had a lot to do with that, man.
Yeah.
And you got to give Leonard his props for that, because all of them fighters that he done fought, they all the same fighter, just with a different name.
My man, this dude DB just came in here and said, name a promoter better than Floyd. I mean, some people say anything, bro.
I don't even gotta leave Ohio for that, bro.
Like, some people will say any motherfucking thing. And he was really serious with that question that he asked. Name a promoter that's better than Floyd. I mean, it's so many. I don't know where to start at.
Boy.
Fuck, Floyd got what, 32 million or some Instagram followers. Don't know what he got on Twitter and all his other. And when have you seen Floyd ever post one of his fighters or promote a fighter? Floyd 24/7 is promoting himself in his business ventures. He don't promote none of his fighters.
Promotes Girl Collection better than he promotes
Girl Collection.
Facts.
Anytime I go on there, he promotes Girl Collection or some jewelry that he or a jewelry company or somebody that makes some fucking purses and shit. That's what he promotes.
Where his fight.
Now, so if you mean name a better promoter than Floyd that's not involved with boxing, yeah, because he a hell of a promoter when it's not boxing related. But when it's boxing related, he one of the worst promoters by far.
Let me ask you guys this, just out of curiosity, just because I want to know what you guys think. When you think of all the celebrities, right, that usually attend, like Gervonta's fights, for example, the Madonnas, the Antonio Browns, the whoever, rappers, actors, don't matter. All of those people that be showing up to Gervonta's fights, are they there because of Gervonta, because of Leonard Ellerbe, or because of Floyd? What do you guys think?
I think in the beginning of Gervonta Davis's career, they were there because it had a lot to do with Floyd and Adrian Broner, because they knew Gervonta from being around AB and shit all the time. And then Floyd at that point in time was promoting Gervonta Davis. Remember, Floyd was doing all the talking. Floyd was up there making everything about him. So I think in the beginning they was there because of Floyd. Now I think that they're there because of the work that Leonard Ellaby does and, you know, the name that they built up for Gervonta Davis. So, yeah, you know, but in the beginning, it was probably definitely Floyd.
So, like,
still fresh in the sport.
I think it was Floyd too.
Yeah, Floyd was still
real
like fresh in the sport at that point in time. He was still kind of fighting. Remember, he was still like, oh, Floyd gonna come back and fight Manny Pacquiao. Floyd's fighting goddamn Conor McGregor. Floyd is still like, he was still pretty much in the game.
But like, so and that's why I asked, because of like when we were talking about earlier. So if Gervonta leaves Mayweather Promotions, hypothetically, right, or if he were to one day, do you think all those, like, is his attendance still that star-studded? Are we getting the same celebrities attending his fights, or you think they'll stop going?
I think I think now they do. I think now it's pretty much. But you still need Leonard Ellaby.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
As long as he got the knockouts, they will. You understand? As long as because we know knockouts sell, and at the end of the day, that's what people come into a Tank fight to see. Now, will they put him in a position to fight fights where he's not getting these knockouts consecutively, and then will his approach, will his reception be the same?
Like the matchmaking, right? The matchmaking.
Yeah. Because I don't know that Tank had the same reception of these stars if he not knocking shit out.
Yeah. Like, I just think like Leonard Ellerby, obviously, I think he does a great job at promoting and speaking. And I think Tank, when he talks, bro, like most people don't, Tank's actually pretty fucking funny and he's pretty entertaining when he talks. It's just so rare. Like he doesn't like to do it. So that's why I feel like, hey, keep Ellerby as long as you can. He's a good asset. And Mayweather Promotions as a whole, I feel like, is a good asset for a guy like Tank that doesn't want to do the talking. You know, even if I think he can, he doesn't want to. He doesn't like to.
Facts. Whenever you can attach yourself to the name Mayweather, you winning. Shit.
But you still got what is it? Tom Brown Promotion. What is it? Was it Tom Brown?
Tom Brown, Samson.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know, man. Once you get like Mayweather, he got so much of fucking pool and so much of money. Once you sign with him and shit, it's kind of like it. I don't know. I think that if he just stopped fucking with them 100%, I think it might hurt his career, and I think he's afraid of that because we heard how Mayweather like you got to think they making a lot of money off of Tank. That's the only fighter they really making money off of is Tank. So you don't think they might do some shit out of spite to Tank's career behind the scenes if he did leave him and be salty about that shit? Because if Tank leave him, Mayweather Promotions is pretty much out of man. Who the fuck is watching Mayweather Promotions if Tank lead him? They got some up and coming young fighters, but we know how that shit always turns out. Well, all of the young fighters that TMT have had, they didn't left and they didn't talk shit about the fucked up business and how they doing. All of them.
You're right about that.
So it's kind of like, man, all they got. All they got, and they know that. That's why they move Tank like they move him. They know that we can't afford for him to lose. No, we wasn't gonna put him in the ring with Vasyl Lomachenko.
That's crazy.
Not saying that he can't beat Vasyl Lomachenko, but at that point in time, it was a chance for him to lose.
You're right.
Now,
because that was 130.
Nah, we ain't gonna put him in the ring with Shakur Stevenson. Big chance for him to lose. Go fuck up our bag. And that's how they looking at that situation. That's why they telling you that Tank is so motherfucking good that he don't need to worry about none of these other fighters.
They did a good job telling you that shit too. But I'm gonna say this though, man. The one thing that they do good is put you everywhere. You know what I'm saying? Like
You kind of low. Your
Yeah, I
audio
can't hear
real
you.
low.
You know what I'm saying?
We can't hear you.
You can hear me now?
Yeah.
Yeah. The marketing is A1. You can't deny the marketing, right? You gotta respect that. Put some respect on the marketing. But at the end of the day, bro, all Floyd Mayweather gotta do is post Tank twice a day, bro. You know, and he don't. You know what I'm saying? He ridiculous.
Yeah, that's why I always tell people that. And what's happening with it, Steph? Mustache Steph. I always tell people, right, that Gervonta could even be a lot bigger than what he is. Mayweather got 20, 30 some million people on his Instagram, and he ain't never posted Gervonta Davis. He never posted talking about Gervonta Davis got a fight coming up. Gervonta Davis, it could be his fight week. In the whole week, Mayweather will be hella active on his social media, but he'll be promoting whatever he got going on.
Well,
Nothing
he just
to do
announced
with
the
Tank,
fight,
he'll be
Tank
promoting
Fight Week.
what he got what he got going on. It's crazy, man.
Like he just announced his fight, Tank Fight Week, Tank Press Conference Week. Like
honestly, I haven't even seen him announce Gervonta Tank Davis's fight on his Instagram fight week. I haven't seen him do none of that. It'd be like like Box Talk said, it'd be girl collection and shit like that. But you go to Eddie Hearn Instagram, Eddie Hearn a motherfucking real promoter. Whether you like him or not, for his fighters, Eddie Hearn promote his ass off. You go to his Instagram and his social media, it's all the fighters. He promoting the hell out of his fighters. You know what I'm saying? Eddie Hearn a hell of a promoter. Top Rank do a very good job promoting fighters, but then there's certain fighters that they could do a lot better with. But you know, they do a good job.
Top Rank just be having so many fighters.
Think about this though. If Eddie Hearn would have came in the game a little more smoother, instead of saying he was gonna take everybody and just took him on a low, skies would have been a limit. You know what I'm saying? But he came in too loud. If he'd have came in that motherfucker quiet, started taking fighters piece by piece,
he learned. I think that I ain't gonna lie though, too. I'm gonna keep it real, bro. If Eddie Hearn had been able to get all them motherfucking fighters and do that takeover like he was talking about, I think Eddie Hearn would have been putting on a lot of these fights that we not seeing. I really do. Because I seen how he was moving with Devin. He was trying to get all the smoke with Devin. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, you see how he moved with his fighters. Yeah, some of the shit he did has been fucked up, but overall, he's a good promoter for his fighters. Look at Anthony Joshua. Look how far he got Anthony Joshua, bro. Look how far he got Anthony Joshua. Anthony Joshua wasn't the most talented fighter.
And he was late to boxing.
Yeah.
Yep.
He say he ain't even start boxing until like 16, 16,
Look what
17.
the motherfucker did with Dillian White. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you're right.
Clumsy ass Dillian White. So he could promote, bro. He could promote. I think some of the two worst promoters out there. You know what? Oscar De La Hoya is a horrible promoter, but even Oscar is a better promoter than Floyd. Because you do see Oscar doing these interviews and he's not talking about himself. When you see Oscar doing interviews, he's talking about his fighters. Floyd do interviews, and before you know it, you didn't watch the fucking 40-minute interview with Floyd.
And he talking about
all
him.
of it be about himself, about what he did and the smart investments he made in his career. He did this and he did that. And it's like, what the fuck? Bro, I thought you were supposed to be talking about your fighter. But one of y'all could cook.
Nah, I don't got much to say. Shit, bro, you killed it. It's just sad to see, man, because you know a lot. We see young fighters all running the sign with Floyd. You know what I mean? And that's my only thing when I see a Jermall Moten and we got a fighter here named Adrian Benton that signed with Floyd. So when I see young fighters run over there and sign with him, I'm not inclined to think that their career is going to shape out any different. You understand? That's why I kept talking about the magnitude of Tank saying that he wanted this Ryan Garcia fight. Like, they had to give him that fight. They ain't had no choice. When your fighter say that he want to fight and you don't give it to him, what message do that send? How do you sign another fighter after that? You understand? And like y'all say, shit, for Floyd to have the reach that he does on boxing, and we still gotta, I just had to bring up 2 of them fighters' names off of your list. We naming fighters that's not even signed to you. Yeah, I mean, because if it's not Gervonta Davis, then shit, we don't know no other fighters that signed to you, because you don't put these fighters on that stage. And when you got an opportunity to and don't, that speak volumes to the person you is. But shit, we seen him announce his fight last time Tank had a fight. So don't nothing surprise me with Floyd and them. And that's why when it came to this conversation, I'm going to always shift it back to Tank. Because you been knew this shit. You been knew who you signed to. You been knew he couldn't promote. So you had to put your hands in. Yeah, I mean, and as much respect as I have for Leonard Ellerby, because you understand, you go back to Floyd fights, we done seen Leonard in the corner. So you understand, I got respect for you walking the chain and getting to where you been. But unfortunately, I'm not inclined to think that y'all gonna put any fighters of talent that I see go and sign with y'all in the fights that I'm gonna want. So y'all, as a promoter, to me, shit, that's cut grass on the sidewalk.
But you know what, though, OTB? Like, think about it this way. Like, if you're Gervonta or somebody like Gervonta, and all you want to do is fight, and you don't want to have to worry about nothing else other than just fighting, maybe that's the best place for you to go. Because Leonard Ellerby is going to be your mouthpiece. Floyd's going to bring in the stars, right? At least he did with Gervonta anyways.
Right.
And all Tank has to do is go in there and do his job. Maybe for some people that's appealing, you know.
Yeah, for these we've heard a lot of fighters say, "I just fight the people in front of me." We was just talking about one of them in Jermall Charlo. You understand? And for these type of fighters, yeah, that's cool, but that's not gonna get you to the legendary status that your talent provides us to see you being able to explode to. So you understand, for a person like me, and I see Tank, I'm like, shit, Tank could be the best fighter that lace up a pair of gloves right now if we give him the opportunities to show us. You understand? And his talent in these fights will take him into these progression stages within his career to where we could see him actually develop and perceptualize him with greatness, because we can't do that with these type of fights.
Because you know who I think would be a bigger deal in boxing than Gervonta Davis if the tables were turned and promotion wise, you know, they were turned. I feel like a guy like Jermall Charlo should be way higher than Tank as far as like what he's worth, right? And what he could sell, what he could bring to the table. I feel like he should be a higher pay-per-view star than Gervonta. He's got a much more entertaining personality, better resume, if you ask me. Right,
way better resume. That's one of the best resumes in boxing.
Just my opinion. Way better talker.
He's not a likable guy, though.
The what?
He's not a likable guy, bro.
He's not a likable guy.
So
no,
but he could have been the villain. He could have been the villain.
Yeah, bro. You don't got to be the likable guy. You could be the villain.
Yeah, you just seen Adrian Broner, man. Shit.
But I think you put Jermall Charlo with the team of, you know, Ellerby and Floyd, and you put Gervonta with the team that Charlo has, who honestly, besides like Al Heyman, I don't know who the fuck he has. And I don't think Gervonta would be the guy that he is today.
Damn, that's a good take.
I don't think Jermall Charlo would be the guy, even if he had Floyd in him. For one, he's too emotional, so him and Floyd would have clashed. He'd have got to argue with Leonard Ellerby already. You know what I'm saying?
Floyd and Gervonta clashed before.
Yeah.
Huh?
Floyd and Gervonta clashed before.
Yeah, but
Jermall Charlo was too inclined to fight the best possible competition. He wouldn't just let Floyd make money off him without him fighting the best like that, so they wouldn't last, bro. Jermall Charlo want too much smoke, and if he had Floyd backing him and he was going for smoke and going for undisputed, and his name started getting bigger than Floyd would try to dim his light the same way he do Tank. That
Yeah, that's a good take. Yeah, maybe.
Jermall would not let Floyd talk over him and talk for him.
Facts. At all.
But he's not a likable guy, though, bro. He's not even a good villain. You can't be a villain and then want everybody to like you. What kind of dumb shit is that? Like, how the fuck you gonna say, man, fuck y'all. Man, I love y'all. Man, get the fuck out of here, man.
And nigga bipolar. Hey, them niggas is bipolar.
Yeah, he bipolar, but
he is.
But you could have sold that, man.
Yeah, you could have sold that.
All I know is for Tank, bro. If all that shit, I just want to fight. I just want to fight. Like he just a fighter. Maybe he just want to fight. Look, bro, if that's the case, stop doing interviews then, nigga. Stop doing interviews. Don't say nothing. But you talk too much on Twitter. And you do too many interviews for me to give you that excuse, bro. Because you always you quick to tweet and delete some shit, and you quick to run around this motherfucker always not standing on what you said. So he don't get that excuse, bro. And I'm a huge Tank Davis fan. You can't get that man. And I ain't saying you are box talk, but I can't give him that excuse, bro. You say everything else. You talk all this other shit, but now all of a sudden when it comes time to say who you want to fight or go chase the best and shit, you know what I'm saying? Now you got nothing to say. Now you don't pick your fights. Hell no, bro. Like this shit, and then all the shit that he tweet that's real shit. All the shit that he tweet that's like, yeah, okay, man, drop your nuts, handle yourself like a man. That's all the shit that he delete, but he leave the bullshit up. All the good shit, all the shit where he like saying some shit, the shit about AB using the mental illness excuse. This shit that he just tweeted about Floyd, talking about how he tried to put him in a messed up contract and how the lawyer said some bullshit to him. All the tweets where it's like, all right, bro, you growing up a little bit. You standing on your own 2 feet. All those shits is the ones that he delete. Bro, nah, dog. Nah. I'm highly disgusted with Tank Davis this evening, man.
Yeah, man. It's just like, man, you gotta stand. I don't give a fuck who calling you, telling you to take what down. You gotta, you know what I'm saying? Look, man, this is my Twitter. That's how I feel. I'm keeping it up. That's it.
Grown man. A grown man.
And Jermaine Bean, I don't know where you got that information from, but Floyd was never with TMT. I mean, Jermall Charlo was never a TMT fighter. Never.
He was with Golden Boy, if I'm not mistaken. Golden
Boy. Not TMT.
Yeah,
he was with Golden Boy.
With Oscar.
Everybody was with Golden Boy.
Wilder was with Golden Boy.
Errol Spence.
They signed
Jermall
everybody.
Germall Charlo. Everybody was with Golden Boy.
Think about how crazy that is, bro. They had all those guys and they fucking let them go.
PBC was. I mean, shit. All the PBC fighters were Golden Boy.
Everybody.
And they didn't know what the fuck to do with these guys.
Well, once Richard Schaefer left, that was it.
Hey,
everybody was fucking with Richard Schaefer. They weren't really even fucking with Oscar. Oscar was, you know what I'm saying, playing with his nose somewhere. Richard Schaefer was the one that was doing all the bit. Richard Schaefer was the one that put all that together, and he had a great relationship with all of the fighters. When Oscar got rid of Richard Schaefer or whatever happened with that, Richard Schaefer talked about it because me and Money Brown, we interviewed him on Money Brown TV, and we got into all of that shit. But
that's a good ass interview.
After that was it. That was it. Them fighters weren't fucking with Oscar De La Hoya, and he didn't know how to run a company.
All my brothers in the chat, Jay Grant Jr. and Manny, I set y'all up again, and you never answered my question when I was debating, so I'm asking you again. I agree. Y'all agree with the tweeting, deleting shit. Y'all say it's very disgusting. I agree with that. Manny says JJ edit again, tweeting, deleting. I agree with that. But I would just ask my brother Jay Grant Jr., because I don't think Manny is a huge Devin Haney fan, but I would just ask my brother Jay Grant Jr., if that's bad, Tank tweeting and deleting some shit, which I agree with, isn't it worse for Devin Haney to lie and say he sent the contract to Lomachenko, but he never sent the contract? Isn't that worse than tweeting and deleting some shit, my good brother Jay Grant Jr.? Just a question for you, sir. If you have some time to answer it, I'm not being aggressive, just want to know where your head is at on your favorite fighter, because we know that Devin Haney is your favorite. So I just want to get your thoughts on your favorite fighter. Or do we only keep it real when it's somebody that we don't support? Just a question, my good brother. If you could answer that for me, Mr. Jay Grant Jr.
Oh, man.
You can't help it, could you not?
I'm ready.
No, I couldn't help it.
With that being said, I'm ready for these debates tonight, man. I'm ready for these motherfucking debates over at Knockout Boxing 86 TV tonight, man.
Who's debating tonight? I need to see that.
We got Dub Right Side versus the the fight doctor, who's the pound for pound #1 fighter in the world. That's what they want to talk about, man. I got the fight doctor. I mean, shit, they're gonna debate it, and whoever comes to the best points, that's who wins.
I think ESPN came out with a new list. Y'all see that?
Nah.
Hell nah. I tried not to.
I think they did. I think they did.
I tried not to.
But yeah, right side got Alexander Usyk, and fight doctor got Terrence Crawford.
Okay. Oh yeah. Okay, yeah. You could do definitely. I thought they was just debating just random shit. Okay.
No.
Yeah, they got two actually.
They gotta make they gotta make their case. They gotta make their case why they person that they rocking with is pound for pound #1. That's what they got.
I thought coaching Chestnut was debating tonight.
No, that's tomorrow. He going against Coach tomorrow, and they doing Canelo and David Benavidez.
Yeah, that's the one, man. That's the one I'm excited about that because man, Coach, he talked that shit. He said, "Can't nobody fuck with him in the debate." I want to see that shit, Coach. And then Chestnut, man, he gave a good showing him at OTB last time. So yeah,
that's gonna be fire.
That shit was gonna be fire too. But yeah, man, I'm gonna get ready to wrap this up, man. Like I said, with let me get everybody last words. I'm gonna go to you first, Knockout. Let everybody know what's going on, what time is going on, and shit. You got a busy schedule for the rest of the week.
Yes, sir, man. Look, man. Shout out to everybody up here, man. Y'all hit my brother Key's like button. Shout out to Box Talk OTB. Shout out to my brother Kyle from the boxing section. Everybody in the chat, man. Y'all be sure, as I said, to hit the like button for my homie. Look, man. We just working over there, man. We got 2 debates this week. As we were just telling y'all. Debate tonight between Doug Right Side and the fight doctor, who's the pound for pound #1 fighter. Tomorrow's debate between Coach and Jay Chestnut, Coach from Glove Up Boxing and More. That one's gonna start at 8:15, but I'm doing my picks at 7:30. So y'all be sure to come check out the picks. Y'all know what the prediction record is. I ain't gonna go over it, but we got the picks and we got the debate tomorrow. And that debate is Canelo Alvarez and then David Benavidez. And I'm already booked for next week too. I'm stepping back in the ring next week 2 times. I'm going against my brother, the Lost Art of Boxing, Q to God. We're gonna debate Jesse Bam Rodriguez and Monster Anyway. And then the day after that, I'm going against my brother King David from Boxer Die. We debating Demetrius Andrade and Janabek. So we we're doing our thing, man. Y'all come check us out over there at Knockout Boxing 86 TV. If you want to judge, if you want to be a moderator, if you want to participate in the debate, knockoutboxing86 at yahoo.com, man. That's the email. Y'all come check us out, bro. We're trying to put in work and kind of bring something new to the YouTube platform where we can find out who really got some good talking points and not all that extra shit that people try to do. So y'all come check us out, man.
Yes, sir. And y'all hit the like button too. Y'all smash on my like button. Cassandra in the building at the end when the church over with. You know what I'm saying? The choir didn't got done singing, and Cassandra she gonna creep through the door and try to sit in the back of the church. What's happening with it, Queen? Let me see who else we got next. Whoever came in here, y'all go in whatever order because it get messed up on my screen. So whatever order y'all came in.
Let me get this out the way so I can hop on out of here in a second. Yeah. For those of you guys who follow me already or subscribe to me already, thank you so much for your support. Unfortunately, I am going through like a huge deal with the Zone right now, so the channel might disappear very soon. Yeah, so
the Zone's some bitches. I'ma say,
unfortunate. Obviously, I don't know. I got a few days to work on it. We'll see what happens. I have started a backup in case you guys want to go follow the backup. I only got 1 video up right now. That's Le'Veon Bell versus Adrian Peterson. So if you want to find the backup channel, same name and everything, but I only got 1 video up. Again, I don't want to resort to it, but it's a backup channel, so we'll see what happens with that.
Damn. Do you still got it? Do you still on your channel, right? Your
I'm still on my channel right now. Yeah.
You still got all the videos because I still need to go. I still want to go back and rewatch a couple fights.
Yeah. So I don't know what's gonna happen. I'm backing up all my shit right now. So if I lose my shit, if I lose the channel, I'm putting everything back up.
Yeah. Damn, that's some fucked
I'm Saudi. Shit. You just said, yeah. I've been Saudi since he said it, kid.
Yeah, man. Fucking the Zone, man. They're trying to. They're not even cool with just taking down a video or two. Nah, they want the channel gone.
I told you, bro. The Zone some bitches, man. I've been beefing with the Zone for since I became a channel, bro. I know exactly what you're going through, bro.
So we'll see what happens. But
they just saw it because they damn business is flopping and shit.
Hey, you know what? You know what I noticed too? Because I put up that Canelo Triple G, right?
Mm-hmm.
And like I think immediately the next day or something, they put it on YouTube.
Yeah, bro, they will use your shit. They just use my shit. Like, man, I'm literally watching the fucking fight, watching my Murata clip. I'm like, damn, y'all had all the Canelo shots. Y'all all the Triple G body shots. He done fought 40 fucking fights, and y'all gonna use these fucking clips, but block my shit.
Oh no, yeah. So they put up like the legit fight on YouTube, which is great because I'm like, yo, I kind of feel like I put the pressure on them a little bit. Like, yo, the fight's already up on my channel. Y'all might as well put it up for free. You know what I mean?
Also, they put it up on
they put up their fight. They put up their fight on their channel for free. Like I think like on Monday, right?
Yeah.
So I'm like, I mean, when I saw it, I was like, okay, they probably did that because fucking everybody's already seen the fight anyway. You might as well put it up, you know?
Right.
So
that's crazy. Man.
Good, man. That's what I want. Like, fucking give us the fights for free, bro. Don't nobody want to pay for that shit.
And they still gonna block it when we use that shit, bro. Like, man.
Hopefully, man, they don't take down your channel, man. For real, that's gonna be some bullshit.
I hope they don't.
All that hard work you put in, you know.
I know, but
man, that's some fucked up shit.
Yeah, but I will be tuning in to Knockout Boxing tonight because I love me some good debates, man. So I'll see you guys there later.
Yes, sir. Right. Yes, sir. Appreciate you, Box Talk. Kyle, Boxing Section TBS, man. Let them know what you got going on, Kyle.
Man, I've been doing this early show, man. 10 o'clock Pacific Standard Time, 10 a.m. We had Knockout come on there and talk some bullshit about them weak ass Cowboys today, which was fun, man.
Hey man, forget your last words, bro. What the hell you talking about, bro? Don't do that. Don't make me prolong the show and shit, man. Don't do that. Going to the Super Bowl, 16-1 this year. Watch what I
do. Man, not with goddamn it, Cooper Rush.
Hey, for real, I'm not endorsing that.
But nah, man, y'all can find me, man. I'm everywhere, honestly, man. Whenever the homies is on, you can find me on their channels. Most of the time, I go on 10 o'clock Pacific Standard Time, 10 a.m. Then I come back 6 o'clock Pacific Standard Time, Wednesdays for the Wire show. Then I do another show at 10 o'clock Pacific Standard Time. I'm also on Barbershop Conversations show as well. So, man, I'm everywhere, man. So y'all can find me any of them places. Y'all can find me here. Y'all can find me Box Talk 1-on-1. Y'all can find me OTB Boxing whenever he go live. Anywhere, I'm everywhere, man.
Yes, sir. Man, appreciate you, Kyle. And OTB, man, let them know what you got going on, man.
Oh, man, we got Caleb Plant, Anthony the Real. I was going to drop that like a minute before the show, but I'm gonna drop that probably after Knockout Debate Series. So yeah, we definitely got the Caleb Plant, Anthony the Real film, and I'm working on a prospect watch list that I'm gonna try and put together before Friday for y'all on everybody else fighting on that card, the Keyshawn Davis, Shushu Carrington. You understand? And it won't be as in detail as the rest of them, but we're gonna put together some things that they need to brush up on. You know what I mean? Because everybody got flaws, and y'all know we gonna show them to you at OTB Boxing School. Make sure y'all sub. We approaching 1,000, close to 850, so we like 140, 150, maybe 160 away on. Be watching every day, but we getting there, man. So we appreciate everybody who been there, everybody who gonna continue to be there. We gonna keep working, man.
But that's what's up, man. I'm gonna be looking out for that film you got. And like I said, everybody make sure that y'all go sub to all these channels. All got great content. And like I said, man, hit the like button before y'all get up out of here. We will be back tomorrow. Y'all already know how I do. There you go, talking that boxing again. And I'm gone.